And I'll go for the Surging Strikes here. Who tries to Spiky Shield. But it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, my opponent learned a valuable lesson today. Yep, you sure did. Good afternoon, Pokésports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Regulation E video, bringing you a Mamoswine team. We got the Man Bear Pig herself here with Focus Sash, with Oblivious, so that we can't get intimidated. We got the Earthquake, High Horsepower, Ice Shard set with Protect, and then just Earth type, Ground type, Tera type as well for those super disgusting big stab damages. Now, this team is from Brawlic John, who does have a YouTube channel. Make sure you link his YouTube channel down below in the description. It kind of takes advantage of a very balanced team. Like, you got the Landorus, you got the Water Ogerpon, you got the Heatran, Iron Hands, and even URSHIFU all in the same team, but just kind of in the Landorus spot. We're rocking Mamoswine, which doesn't have Intimidate like Landorus does, but does offer a lot of damage the similar way that Landorus does. Can't get intimidated unlike Landorus, and also has the Ice Stab, which is really good offensively, especially into the current meta, especially with priority, which again is something Landorus does not have. So hey, maybe Mamoswine might actually do a thing in today's video. I know it's one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm excited to try it out here on the channel. If you guys are excited to see what the heck Mamoswine's gonna do, hit the like button down below, subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. And with that said, let's get on to today's video. It has been a long time since I have seen a Tinglu. And an Annihilate. Okay, a lot of fun Pokemon, a lot of good old Pokemon on my opponent's side of the field. Not to say that, you know, I'm trying to take away from what they got going, but Tinglu and Annihilate have fallen off hard. And I'm curious to see what they're gonna do in the meta, the way that it currently is. Now, Speed Control is going to be the name of the game for me, I think. I'm going to have to deal with this Mamoswine one way or another. Not Mamoswine, Dragonite. The Dragonite E-Speed might really wreck me. But anyway, let's bring the Tornadus. Bring the Ogerpon. I don't hate that lead. Bring our Mamo in the back just to deal with their Tinglus and to deal with their Dragonites. It's even a neutral hit onto their Ogerpon as well. And I guess last but not least, we bring the bear. The other bear. I was also considering maybe bringing Iron Hands, but I opted not to. Mostly because URSHIFU does very well into Tinglu. URSHIFU is a big reason why Tinglu isn't played too much anymore. So if that's the case, we bring the Ursh. Alright, they're gonna lead with the Iron Hands and the Annihilate. Okay, kind of spooky. I think I'm just gonna click Rain Dance for now. And click Spiky Shield. There's no need to take Fake Out damage when I don't have to. They let double fighting types as their lead. Interesting. Alright, we got the Rain Dance up. It looks like they're not clicking Fake Out, which is kind of scary for my Tornadus. They go for the Drain Punch. It looks like the Annihilate Drain Punch onto the Ogerpon. Gonna take some Spike. I don't know how that works. How does that interaction work? I couldn't actually tell you. With Rage Fist. Beats me, honestly. Alright, Annihilate is going to get some lefties recovery back. No big deal. We now have the option of either going into Mamoswine or URSHIFU. Kind of like both options a lot. I'm going to go Mamo, though. I'm not going to Terrasilize the Mamo. I'm going to check for flying types. No floaties. Oh, actually, they do have a Dragonite, possibly. Well, let's go for it anyway, I think. I low-key might need to Terrasilize my Mamoswine to knock out this Iron Hands, though. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll Ivy Cudgel the other side. I'm gonna Terrasilize the Mamoswine. And I also have to hit this high horsepower. A lot of things have to go right for me this turn. Not a lot of room for blunders. Especially since I lost my Tailwind setter turn 1. Alright, Mamo. Ivy Cudgel. First, in the rain. Big damage, but not enough. Drain Punch onto my Mamo side. Not going to do any damage, though. So that clearly this is a very bulky Annihilate. Also, I got rid of my Ice typing, which is kind of nice. Let's see how much this high horsepower can do, though. Yeah! Damage! Absolute damage. That is honestly so good. That cannot get any better for us. Let's see what they got in the back, though. Because this game is still very far from over. Especially once they got priority. Alrighty. Listen, I also have priority, but the problem is they're going to Terrastalize. So I could Ice Shard, but I think I'm going to high horsepower the Dragonite. As crazy as this sounds, I'm going to double the Dragonite. They have to Terrastalize. I also don't know if I should be worried about the Snivellate yet. How about this? I'm gonna click EQ. This is a little risky. Because I'm gonna do damage to myself. But, since they Terrastalized, we will be knocking out both Pokemon on their side of the field right now. Yep, there's a normal Tera. I can only hope that we're able to make some damage happen anyway. Oh, that's actually really nice for us, I think. We'll see who they target in. They're gonna go for the E-Speed. If it's my Mamo, I think Mamo takes it. It's the Ogerpon. Ogerpon definitely takes it. Ivy Cudgel and bop! Great damage there. Now EQ should finish the rest. EQ might knock me too, though. Fingers crossed it is resisted. But I am, you know, Mamoswine with ×2 stab currently. Okay, unfortunately it does knock out my Ogerpon, but still worth it in the end. I could have gone for the high horsepower onto the Dragonite. It's okay. We got rid of the Terrastalization for what it's worth. And I got Pokemon in the back that should be outspeeding this. Oh no, do I? Oh yeah, I do. I have Ursh. Yeah, Ursh will outspeed this Annihilate any day. Yeah, Ursh in the rain? You thought you got rid of one water threat? Nah, we got another one. We got a whole other one. Alright, what's their final? Their own Ogerpon. Ooh, who can't Terrastalize either. Fascinating. Terrifying, but fascinating. I'm gonna high horsepower the Annihilate. I'm just gonna Surging Strikes. Yeah, that should be fine. As long as my high horsepower connects, I'm okay. And I'll go for the Surging Strikes here. Onto the Ogerpon, who tries to Spiky Shield. But it's just not going to happen. Yeah, my opponent learned a valuable lesson today. Yep, you sure did. You sure did learn a valuable lesson, friend. Oh no, I ruined their day. Oh well, next battle. Milotic, Mienshao, Politoed, Wellspring Ogerpon, Landorus, and Flutterhooter. Alrighty. A bunch of Pokemon that we've seen before, and a bunch of Pokemon that we don't see too often, like the Mienshao. But we kind of got a feeling of what Mienshao does. I think what we need here is just Speed Control. In all honesty, Speed Control plus Iron Hands feels really darn good for us. Yeah. Maybe not in the lead. I might want to save Iron Hands for the late game because Iron Hands just does a lot for us in the late game. But I think honestly, Torn plus Ogerpon seems fine. Bring Iron Hands in the back, bringing the Mamo in the far back, and hope that we don't get Intimidate spammed to death. We probably will, but at least Mamoswine is Mamoswine. I believe this is an Oblivious Mamoswine. I at least hope it is. I pray that it is because it's kind of what we need right now. Otherwise, you know, this might be a harder game than I originally anticipated. Milotic is annoying for us, but it's not like we have any Intimidate on our side of the field because we replaced our, I guess, Landorus slot with the Mamoswine. So instead of giving Intimidates, we just avoid Intimidates. Both of which are really good. All right, Timmy. Show me your leads. Don't let it be Lando. It's Lando. It's no big deal, though. Could be a lot worse. I'm actually happy that they're showing us Landorus to begin with. It kind of gives us an idea of what we need in the back. What we need to do. Alright, initially I think I'm just going to set up Rain Dance. And click Spiky Shield. I'm not going to overthink this turn. I'll think next turn. We're not thinking this turn. And the reason why we're not thinking this turn is because we should be outspeeding their side of the field already. I mean, maybe Lando is Choice Scarf. There's always that possibility. And even if we are intimidated, the rain essentially gets rid of that intimidation for us. We just become a regular Ogerpon again. Not to mention we could Terrastalize this Ogerpon too. And then just multiply our stat by 2 and essentially remove the Intimidate that way as well. Alright, Spiky Shield. They're gonna go for the Fake Out. Take that. No more Focus Sash for you. Honestly, that's huge, getting rid of their Focus Sash there. And let's see what the Landers decides to do here. After my Rain Dance, of course. Just a regular Rock Slide, okay. Now, we still have no idea what the speed tiers are, which kind of sucks, because I would love to know. I would really love to know, but it's no big deal. We'll go for the Tailwind now. And I say we Water Tera smack this side of the field with an Ivy Cudgel. There's nothing, even if it's resisted, there's nothing on their side of the field that wants to take an Ivy Cudgel ×2 stab in the rain. Granted, I'm -1. But still, like, this is gonna be way too much damage. Not to mention, there's a high chance of crit as well. This feels like a very solid turn for me. Alright, Wellspring. Welcome to the battle. Give me that Embody Aspect, thank you very much. Let's see who goes first. Whether they're Scarfed or not. Pretty sure I still outspeed. Alright, cool. Ivy Cudgel into Orlando. Doesn't Terrastalize here. Should be the straight knockout. Sayonara. Later, you stupid lion. Alright, great turn there. They just go for the CC onto my Ogerpon. That is gonna hurt a lot, actually. But now that they lower their defenses, I'm confident that a Bleakwind Storm could just one-shot that side. So I can just focus all of my attacks onto the left side. I have taken a lot of damage on my side of the field. Okay. Bleakwind. It's definitely a Bleakwind. And I guess I'm Horn Leeching. I'm rotating attacks here. They still have Terrastalization to use. I honestly thought they were going to use it on Landorus there, seeing how I had, you know, an Ivy Cudgel friend on the field, but I guess they wanted to save it for something else. Maybe Grass Terra Politoed? But then Bleakwind's going to hurt a lot. There's nowhere to hide, friend. There's nowhere to hide, Timmy. Wants to show off his shiny Politoed. Here's a Bleakwind Storm. Great damage, straight one-shotting the Mienshao. Now Politoed might live this, honestly, but good luck. Good luck with this damage. Whew. I'm gonna get a lot of recovery here for that. My guess is Perish Song. Oh no, just straight Ice Beam. Okay. Ice Beam onto my Torn. I guess, yeah, if they want to stand a chance here, they're gonna have to stall out my Tailwind. Alright, let's swap in the Mammo just to say we did. Bring it onto the field, bring it into the game. Let it play a little. As they have Flutter Mane. Alright. I mean... I'm pretty sure we could just double the Flutter Mane and be fine. I kind of want to EQ and protect. I don't hate this play. Just because... Okay. Fair, I guess. I mean, I was going to say I don't hate that play just because it covers me for all avenues. But hey, I'll take that dub. GG's. We got a little bit of Trick Room action today, Julio. Julio Wolf over here. With the Farigiraf, Conkeldurr, Snorlax. Oh my goodness, a bunch of spicy looking Pokemon. Kingambit, Gastrodon, etc. Gastrodon kind of sucks for half my team, not gonna lie. Ogerpon doesn't like it, and Urshifu doesn't like it. But my goal has to be to stop their Trick Room at all costs, which means I have to bring Pokemon sufficient enough to do so. Which means I have to bring Pokemon that can knock out Farigiraf. In one turn? How do I do that? That's a little bit of a rough thing to do. I guess I don't hate the lead of Mamoswine and Iron Hands. I can bring Heatran in the back. It's not horrible into this matchup. It's a pretty decent switch in except for the Gastrodon. And then last but not least, we have the Ogerpon to hit the Gastrodon with a grass type move. And problem solved, I hope. I don't think I'm gonna need the Torn. I won't be able to taunt anyway because it's an Armor Tail Farigiraf most likely. So, Prankster moves no go. My only option to stopping the Trick Room is to outdamage it. And that's going to be really hard to do now that I'm intimidated. Alrighty. Oblivious is nice. That isn't. Alright, well, I'm tempted to just do this now. And go just for the highest damage I possibly can. Which means I'm ignoring the Arcanine, but oh well. You bet we're ignoring Arcanine. Arcanine might just Terrasilize here anyway. Might just switch out. Don't know what it's gonna do. My goal is to just stop Trick Room at all costs. I don't even know if I have enough damage to do so right now. Alright, Ground Tera. They go for the E-Speed. Gonna chip me. Fine. High horsepower now. Big damage, hopefully. Great damage there. I need my Iron Hands to really pick up the slack. Come on, Iron Hands! No! Alright, well, we're in Trick Room now. Not phenomenal. Alright, I'm gonna click EQ. I thought I'm gonna hard swap here. No, I'm gonna click EQ, then I'll hard swap Ogerpon here. I might use Ogerpon as a follow me bot while we're in Trick Room. Might be my only option. Curious that they haven't... Oh my goodness, dude. That damage, though. Just crit my Mammo. And Arcanine outspeeds. Wow. That's a bad turn for me. Now what? Oh, now I have Iron Hands again, at least. Would you guys be impressed if I made a call right now? I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch onto Arcanine. And I'm gonna Horn Leech onto Farigiraf, assuming the Gastrodon's gonna switch there. Hopefully it works. Okay, no switch, just a straight psychic. And honestly, after seeing that hyper voice, yep, that one's gonna hurt a lot too. But thankfully the drain punch should give me a lot of that back. Wow, so the fur giraffe actually outspeeds everything I have. That is nuts. Well, thankfully that's gonna be gone now. Come on! Ogerpon burn is unnecessary. Arcanine goes down too. Alright, this results in a double KO for me. Beautiful. And I think I still live this next turn thanks to that Horn Leech. So I can follow me away any incoming damage to make sure my Iron Hands gets a nice hit in. Alright, we're not doing incredibly well. But we're here. We sure are here. They have Kingambit, alright. That could be the terrestrialization, and then they do have the Gastro. Yikes. Oh boy. I need to get damage off on this Gastro, believe it or not. I'm gonna try to Horn Leech it. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Okay, looks like the Kingambit's gonna be the terrestrialization. Yeah. It's Ghost Tera, fine. I didn't target it. I kind of assumed it was coming. Earth Power onto Ogerpon will knock the Ogerpon out. This is gonna be a rough game. Unless I could stall at this Trick Room. Oh, this is gonna be a rough game no matter what. That's a Swords Dance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost. There's... everything I have left is weak to ground right now. I kind of gave them this game by allowing this Gastrodon to be alive for this long. Okay, last turn I Trick Room for what it's worth. I'm gonna Drain Punch again and Protect, because I don't really have another option. Yep, that's smart. They double it. I live it though, okay. We hang on, baby! And we got a high roll crit. Okay, crit for crit. Keep in mind before you guys start yelling, oh my god, Kevin got so lucky. They crit me with that hyper voice. Granted, they doubled into that slot anyway, so I was gonna lose it, but still, I'm sad about it. Alright, Twisted Dimensions return to normal. It means we can actually get some hits in here. Alright, yeah, let's just go for the... Okay, this is technically more damage, so we're gonna go for it. It also has the chance to burn. I know it could miss, but I'm shooting for a burn chance here. Great damage too. No burn chance. Wild Charge now. Great damage there. Also, they can only knock one of my Pokemon out. They Kotao this guy. We're gonna hang on. Oh, that is huge. GG, we win. Heatran is nice and tanky. You're not knocking it out yet. All right. Wild Charge again, except this time we switch over to Flash Cannon so we don't miss. You could Sucker Punch one. Doesn't even knock out. You need more Swords Dances than that, baby. Flash Cannon into the Kingambit. Gonna be game. Taking another win with the team. Brawlic John. You're onto something. You're onto something. This team is currently undefeated. Let's go for a final battle just because the first two were kind of short. And let's see if we can just end this video undefeated. That'd be crazy. GG's, Julio. My friend over here is running a Slitherwing Brute Bonnet. This is the world's edgiest team. You got a mummy, you got an angry bear, you got an angry monkey, you got an angry mushroom, and you got an angry bug, and then a genie. What can we do about this? They kind of have a Trick Room option, but they also have a Tailwind option. Interesting. I don't hate Mamo here. But I don't think I have anything on my side of the field that can stop their Trick Room. except for a taunt. So I think I have to lead Tornadus, even though they're most likely going to go Trick Room anyway, just so I can carry that taunt. I'm going to leave Heatran behind here. It's just not the play. I'll bring the bear in the back. Lead with the Ogerpon as well. And then last but not least, I think it's the Ursh. Or do I bring the Iron Hands? Grass Tera Iron Hands could be actually very good here. It'll deal with the Trick Room mode if that's what I want to do. And also, it doesn't care about the bear. Not to mention I have a Sylvester, so that'll help with the bear as well. Okay. Gonna be Dusclops and Amoonguss. Okay, so they're gonna Rage Powder is what that means. Alright, if they Rage Powder, here's what I'll do. I won't be able to Taunt. But I will be able to Rain Dance, and I will be able to ignore Rage Powder with my Ogerpon. So let's just attempt the Ivy Cudgel onto the Dusclops. See how much damage we could actually accomplish here? Yeah, there's the Rage Powder. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get Trick Room up no matter what happens, but at least this gives me damage on the Dusclops. That isn't what I was looking for. Okay. I wanted more than that. I didn't get it. I'll tell you what though, I can now taunt the Dusclops and make it virtually useless. And I don't think I mind going for the Ivy Cudgel again. I'm gonna hold Tera just so I don't get spored though. Alright, no disable, beautiful. They're gonna spore my Torn. I would much rather have that than any other Pokemon I have in the back currently waiting. Another Ivy Cudgel. I can kind of leave the Dusclops at that HP now, which is kind of funny. Let me attempt a Bleakwind. I'll just fire Ivy Cudgels onto this side of the field. If I can keep their no damage mons on the field right now, not to say that Brute Bonnet doesn't do damage, but it does a lot less damage than most Pokemon. If I can keep those two Pokemon on the field, then I should be safe, but they are going to go ahead and swap out into the Annihilate? Alright. Sucker punching my Torn. That hurt a lot, actually. Ivy Cudgel's going to do absolutely nothing. And Torn is still asleep. Do I bother swapping? I'm kind of okay not, and just like stalling their Trick Room. Actually, what I could do is follow me. That would mess up their Sucker Punch, and that would also allow me to Bleakwind Storm here if I wake. This is kind of an aggressive play because there's no guarantee I wake here. Alright, they switch over to Seed Bomb. So it means that Ogerpon was their intentional target, and so was Rage Fist. Okay, yikes, this is bad. Oh, we hang on with Ogerpon, and I'm still asleep! Alright, that really sucks. Alright, well, final turn of Trick Room. I guess it's a positive. I'm just gonna Spiky Shield with Ogerpon and let my Torn go down. Alright, they're gonna try to Seed Bomb. I don't think that counts as a contact move. And then Rage Fist. Gonna go down. Unfortunate. But I got options again. Rain's gonna stop. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I think I want to go into Iron Hands here. I'm gonna go for the Iron Hands. I have Fire Tera. Okay. I'm gonna go Iron Hands, I'm gonna Drain Punch, I'm gonna Hard Swap, go into Mamo, because I think a Sucker Punch is coming into this Ogre Pond spot, and I want to make sure I can get rid of the Brute Bonnet. Oh, they're actually gonna swap there? Really? Alright. Fine, I guess? I mean, that's not great, don't get me wrong, I'm not happy about that, but... Okay, so nothing turn happened. That's fine for me. Yeah, I'm completely okay with this. So now we just Heavy Slam here. Get rid of that guy. I still have the option to Tera. I'm gonna go for the Wild Charge. Yeah, I'll go for the Terra Ground High Horsepower here into the Annihilate. The Annihilate should live this, but I have Sash, so I should be safe regardless. My thought process here is to just hurt them as much as I can. I have a 5 HP Ogre Pond in the back. It's not like I'm gonna Terrastalize that. And this will get me away from my fighting weakness. Oh, they're gonna Greed. Even better. Thank you. Thanks so much for that Greed. That's honestly really good for me. We got rid of the Trick Room Setter. I could sack off the Ogre Pond now then. Like if I want to just click EQ and go Burr, I could sack off that Ogre Pond like it's no one's business. The problem is they're probably gonna Protect just for the little bit of Lefties recovery that they're gonna get back. And back comes the Bonnet. All right. It's not the biggest deal. I Drain Punch it. I think a Drain Punch might be enough to just knock it out, so I'll just go for the High Horsepower into the Annihilate spot anyway, even though I know it's going to click Protect here. On the off chance it doesn't, it can get a cheap KO on something, especially now that it's bulked up. And now that I've hit it, so its Rage Fists are gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, I pretty much just have to cover myself for everything. Because this is anyone's game at this point. Alright, they're gonna Terrastalize. That kind of sucks, especially if it's Bonnet. Yeah. Ah, Fire. That's okay. I wish I would have clicked EQ now, though. They are just going to Protect. Actually, I wish I would have doubled the Bonnet like I originally wanted to. Alright, who are they putting to sleep is the question. Decent damage, but not enough. I think they're putting Mamo to sleep. Yeah. Okay. So my Iron Hand's gonna do enough damage to knock out with Wild Charge. I can only hope. And let me just sack my Ogre Pond now. Here you go, take my Ogre Pond. Please don't break my Sash, is what I'm saying. Take my Ogre Pond, don't break my Sash. Yep, there you go. And what's huge about this is that they got no HP back from that, which is what I need. I need as little chance to survive as possible. Alright, how much can this Wild Charge do? Fingers crossed, come on. Not enough, but still something, still something. Little victories, and they Seed Bomb this spot. I would much rather have that than double Spore me. Alright, back into Mamo. I never did my mandatory sleep turn, which kind of sucks. All right, let's keep trying to wall charge. I'm actually gonna swap over to EQ just in case it happens. But I doubt it. Yep, there's my mandatory sleep turn. Oh, I messed up this game big. I messed up this game by not doubling that Among Us or that Brute Bonnet when I had the opportunity to. He's healing the exact amount back that is bad. And I got seed bombed. This might be game. Yeah, GG, fine. The opportunity this game was doubling that Brute Bonnet. I choked there just because I was so afraid of this Annihilate attacking me anyway and not clicking the obvious play like Protect. But hey, that's why sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. I even said everything out loud. I was like, okay, he's gonna click Protect. I'll just double into this Brute Bonnet. And then before I finished the turn, I changed my mind. Gotta go with your gut sometimes, folks. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button down below, subscribe to Pokésports if you hadn't done so already. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the very end, and thank you so much to Brawlic John for posting this on your YouTube channel. I haven't done Mamoswine yet, and I was looking forward to it because Mamoswine is just personally one of my favorite Pokemon. I always loved it in Generation 4, I loved it in Unite, and I think it's just a cool Pokemon overall. It's a woolly mammoth for crying out loud. Anyway, thank you so much for posting this on your YouTube channel, and hope you have a great night. And you watching. Also hope you have a fantastic evening. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Ken Pokésports. Peace out. Bye-bye.